Today we are making cherry almond biscotti. They make a great holiday gift, or they're great as a snack with some tea, coffee, or hot cocoa. First you're going to want to blanch some almonds and roast them in the oven, or you could buy them already blanched and roasted. And then you're going to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. To peel almonds, you boil some water and you throw the almonds in for 1 minute, no longer. Then you drain them, and then when they cool down, this is how easily the skins come off. So you peel the almonds and then you put them on a cookie sheet lined with either parchment or silicone mat, and you bake them at 350 until they're golden brown. You just have to watch them so they don't burn. You could give them a toss if you want to. This is the color you want the nuts to be. You want to take them out off of the cookie sheet right away because they're going to retain their heat and keep cooking a little while longer, so you don't want them to burn. So put them in a bowl and let them cool. I have 2 cups of dried cherries in about 1.5 cups of Amaretto, and I'm going to cook these for about 8 to 10 minutes until they soften. Then I'm going to strain them, but I'm going to reserve the liquid and use it later in the recipe. First, I'm going to beat 4 tablespoons of softened, unsalted butter with 1 cup of granulated white sugar. I'm going to beat it for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to add 3 eggs, 1 at a time, and incorporate them. I've beaten the eggs. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And it's up to you if you want to add almond extract. I like it, so I'm going to add a little bit of almond extract. And then about 2 tablespoons, maybe more, of the reserved liquid from the cherries. It's really the Amaretto infused with dried cherries. 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more, I'm not really measuring. I'm going to beat that in, and then I'm going to beat in 3 cups of all-purpose white flour with 2 teaspoons of baking powder and ½ teaspoon of kosher salt. So now I've incorporated all the flour, and this dough, it's quite sticky at this point. I'm going to add 3/4 cups of toasted almonds that I cut in half, and the 2 cups of dried cherries that I cooked in the Amaretto. I'm going to mix that all in, and then I'll show you the next step. So I'm going to liberally flour the counter here because the dough is sticky, and I'm going to dump it all out. Now I'm going to put a little bit of flour on it so it doesn't stick to my hands too much. Well, anyway, and I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to take this half here, and I'm just going to place it on my parchment lined cookie sheet. I'm going to take this half too, kind of shake off the extra flour here, and I'll place them here, and then I'm going to roll them, shape them into logs, kind of flattening them and stretching them, trying to even them out. So now I'm going to brush the logs with some egg wash, which is just a beaten egg. I'll show you just one. I'm going to do the other one too, but I don't want to waste your time showing you that. I'm going to take some sugar. Now you can use any one of these. There's these sprinkles that you can get like at a Party City, cake decorating sprinkles, or you can use the Demerara washed raw cane sugar, or you could use sugar in the raw. I'm going to use this one today. Just sprinkle it over the top. It gives it a nice little crunch. Makes it look a little bit prettier, fancier. And I'm going to do the same with the other log. And then I'm going to bake them at 325 for about 35 minutes. And then I'll show you the next step. So after 35 minutes, you take them out of the oven and let them cool. And now I cut them up on a little bit of a diagonal into, I guess it's a little less than an inch, maybe ½ inch thick pieces. It's up to you how thick or thin you want to slice them up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these slices and I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet that I have topped with a cooling rack. I'm going to line all of these up on one side, and I have lowered the temperature in the oven to 300, and I'm going to bake them for 8 minutes on one side, and then I'm going to flip them over and bake them for another 8 minutes on the other side. Maybe a little bit more. It's up to you how crispy or dry you like your biscotti, and then I'll show you the final product. Here's our finished product. Happy holidays. Hope you enjoy.